ready. Joy to get busy. Uko down, uko ready. Joy to get busy. Uko down, uko ready. Joy to get busy. Uko down, uko ready. Joy to get busy.
I was low, but now I'm high. After listening to HiRadio.
Can you stand up?
Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Bad vibes, I'm allergic to. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Bad vibes, I'm allergic to. Gang, henne matata mboga ni genje. Checking the gill, shaking the bam bam, packing the jang jang. Kumbe shasa fisha rada, sinu wajanja. Tupikitari na ketefa, yatane ganja. Ti, hini fanta, tunakata. Hini rasta, mana gangsta. Sema ngo teko kwe, guzu cheke kwe kwe. Mina taka sante ponda, rrrne piteke ke. Maneno yako bita shinda adi morsik. Na kama posen vita man, I don't fight chicks. Na rapi neza futa yo career race. Na pia chuta juta cook the beef at your own risk. Hini lambo tana Subaru can't race it. Big ego koko jambo let's face it. Luna hand kabulingo I can't take it. Nina swali hey amigo, can I kick it? Oi 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 oi. Oi 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 oi. Bad vibes I'm allergic to. Oi 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 oi. Oi 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 oi. Bad vibes I'm allergic to.
Uliokoka na bado jaumoka buda. So unakula tu mokoka ukipa ushuhuda. Unajifanya wem religious na una roho ya Judas. Una betray maninjas juu ya salasa buda. Raundi tumenona kapaka za buchari. Na sura kama tiange hapa kuna forgery. Cheki nime clean up nice. Oh, shingo maji see that eyes.
Mandem, niko base na magal them. Tuna blaze, tuna bond them. Bad vibes, wanna kill them. Yeah, me no keeping my easy painting. Man a fresh thing, na siko flexing. I got the juice, na siko blending. Nime stand out like any bado nina blend in. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Bad vibes, I'm allergic to. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Bad vibes, I'm allergic to.
Say what? Tell them wangi. Yere ke guere, yumete koraihu, tumete koraihu, tonete barafu we, diari kini dhukuru none jowe madhafu, werute hadafu, doe de dhahafu, cheta kwanya pura na disoka gana dhudha, didaga gasugu asio age no gufuda, ekera tugia kutigana na gia kwa na dokade, here maudo matare na fata, boss, I'm not just somebody, I'm a limitless boss, Africans are lost, better bring him back to core, call yourself a lion but you just a house cat. Gotta switch that, flip it like an acrobat. Mambo bado bele yako cheesy. Catch up with me, utafall kama dizzy. I mean, I'm one off, no match up. You need backup, I just add up.
Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Bad vibes I'm allergic to. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Bad vibes I'm allergic to.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Syliva Kendy, and you're tuned in to HiRadio, the voice of the next generation. Now, you know, it's 6 p.m. It's time for the East African SportLight Show. And I'm here to bring you good vibes all the way till 8 p.m. I'm going to be sharing with you, entertainment news. We're going to be listening to the hottest tracks from East Africa. And we're going to be catching a vibe. But before we do that, I need you to head over to our Facebook page. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're listening in from. Let me know how your week has been. I know I was here yesterday for the late night show, but today we're talking about East Africa. So it's a whole different vibe. Let me know where you're listening in from. Let me know how your week has been before we start the vibes.
Anataka penzi la dhati, tena mautundu kiasi, mikwake dawa na poza, palipo na jeraha, yeah. Kwako marufuku, tena sio subutu, na vya supu, kwako marufuku, tena sio subutu. Nampa maradufu, vikavu na vya supu. Anasema anahamia kwangu mie, anahamia kwangu mie. Anasema hamuendani ye, hamuendani ye. Anasema anahamia kwangu mie, anahamia kwangu mie. Anasema hamuendani ye, hamuendani ye. Kio, kio, wendio wangu kio,
kio, kio, wendio wangu kio,
kio, kio, wendio wangu kio,
oh kio, kio, wendio wangu kio. Wendo nanipa burudani, kwa wengine sitamani. Niruhusu nikupeleke nyumbani, baby. You light up my world, wangu mwangaza. Nikikucheki tunafanana. Everywhere you go, I will follow you. Penzi we sheria kakatiba nitasoma. Sema umeniroga mimi kwako sitakoma. Wako mindo Batman na namba wataisoma. Wataisoma, wataisoma. Penzi we sheria kakatiba nitasoma. Sema umeniroga mimi kwako sitakoma. Wako mindo Batman na namba wataisoma. Wataisoma, wataisoma. Nimeamua na hamia kwako mie, na hamia kwako mie. Unajua tunaendana sie, tunaendana sie. Nimeamua na hamia kwako mie, na hamia kwako mie. Unajua tunaendana sie, tunaendana sie. Kio, kio, wendio wangu kio,
kio, kio, wendio wangu kio,
oh kio, kio, wendio wangu kio,
oh kio, kio, wendio wangu kio. Sawa, wendio daddy. Sawa,
najua wendo mami.
Sawa, wendio honey. Sawa,
I'm gonna die for your love.
Sawa,
I'm gonna die for your love.
Sawa,
baby you will love. I'm gonna fight for your love.
Sawa, 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 sawa.
Bang 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 bang.
Tuko sawa, sawa, sawa. Mapenzi ya moyoni mwangu joto baridi, yanapeta kwenye hali kaidi. Ndo maana acha mtori nikupe nyama, nikupe nyama. Nakuniumizaga wala mie sizimi, wanipende nidekeze maji. Ndo maana chiti kidogo nikupe lana, nikupe lana. Oh my, oh na ukinikosa na feel shy. Utamna mizuka ya mapenzi haya. Oh no, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my, tena usijaribu minjadai. Kunichezea kuniacha hiyo kitu mbaya. Oh no, yeah, 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 yeah. See, I thought I asked for you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything bad to you, but I can do anything bad for you. This is one number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Oh yeah, this is one number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Oh yeah.
Do me nice, do me good, do me well, judge. Now you are the fine, so now you can be my remedy. Give me good vibes, give me positive energy. Me, I can't ever leave you for nobody. Syliva, go back, Malaga, give me some, come and play. Just shake like every day. See, I got 20 eyes on you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything anything bad to you, but I can't do anything bad for you. I got the eyes on you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything bad to you, but I can't do anything bad for you.
One number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Oh yeah, this is one number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Oh yeah.
See, I got the eyes on you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything bad to you, but I can't do anything bad for you.
See, I could only ask for you, and I wanna put my hands on you. Me, I cannot do anything bad to you, but I can do anything bad for you. One number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Oh yeah, it's a couple of one number, one number, one number, one number, one number. Oh yeah.
Welcome back to the East African Spotlight Show. My name is Sylvia Kendy, and you're tuned into Hi Radio, the voice of the next generation. Now, it's Saturday, it's the weekend, but I want to know how your week has been before we get into everything that's been happening. Today, we're going to be having some serious conversation, calling out some people that need to be called out. Other than that, we're going to be looking at people making history. You know, Zuchu has accomplished something that no other female East African has. So I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. But before that, I want to know how your week has been. I want to know where you're listening in from. We are live on Facebook. Give us a like, a follow, and drop a comment. Let me know where you're listening in from. If you're listening to me on our radio app, I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This show is all about good vibes. It's the weekend. Najua mahali pengine people have been locked down. Some corona measures are being strengthened in some countries, and we all just need each other right now. We need a little entertainment. We need a little good vibes. You know, it's nothing but good vibes here. So tell a friend, and share the link with someone. Sharing is caring, please.
London. It's your favorite boy, Cash Kid on the track.
Mimanga, napenda life, napenda dema najidai. Ati amevai, kama nilukupiga white, nikamedai. Ako machingri mangwai, na be a light. Kukata maji ni sheria.
This is Hi Radio, your online radio. Welcome to Hi Radio.
You know, today is the weekend, and so that one I have to pull it up kidogo. Mbuzi Gang featuring Jovial, Sherehe ni Sheria. So we must have good vibes this weekend.
London. It's your favorite boy, Cash Kid on the track.
Mimanga, napenda life, napenda dema najidai. Ati amevai, kama nilukupiga white, nikamedai. Ako machingri mangwai, na be a light. Kukata maji ni sheria. Warugera ina machuchumia. Hiyo ni mwiko simi wamekalia. Ni sherehe na itaki masheria.
Nadai mukamu, kuna shanadi ya mukamu. Sheria, lazima mfuate juu ya serikali. Askari, sura yake wevika ya kali. Sa, lazima ufuate kodi, sa kodi. Basha tuwezi get kozi. Corona tulishikiwa kwa kona. Na mbona, unaendesha ni kama uko na kolera. Sheria pia ni wera. Kukata maji, munajifanya Musa. Na nusa watoi, muliopa nani ruhusa kipusa. This time tulibeba Jovio. Buzi dorende, hatuta hacha za on.
Napenda life, napenda dema najidai. Ati amevai, kama nilukupiga white, nikamedai. Ako machingri mangwai, na be a light. Kukata maji ni sheria. Warugera ina machuchumia. Hiyo ni mwiko simi wamekalia. Ni sherehe na itaki masheria.
Tamaji na sambuka, nikibleki na zinduka. Shitani amepanda jini mkata kamba. Serikali napindua, mindo kiboko yao. Wakisleki tunapita nao, tena haina kuchao. Yani baby wendi mama yao. Afane pita ndani, yani we chuma inalala ndani. Shamra za kipapi. Enjoy the party. Tunapiga sherehe, yani mpaka kuche. Tunapiga sherehe, yani mpaka kuche.
Mimanga, napenda life, napenda dema na jidai. Ati amevai, kama nilukupiga white, nikamedai. Ako machingri mangwai, na be a light. Kukata maji ni sheria, warukera ina machuchumia. Hiyo ni mwiko simi umekalia. Ni sherehe na itaki masheria. Sheria
kukata maji, you can't bogo me. Gidi maji can't goro me. Dobo kumguza chobo, ashaskizi utamu hadi kwa kisogo. Kukata maji ni sheria, but mbona so una mix konyagi ndani ya changa fadhamo. Unakataje maji na ujadishi. Fisi mimi black idem yako mina dishi. Na kani vegetarian bado atakula njoti. Inkiwa depends ina depend. Buzz kibao saita bidi umenikunywa. Na kauja tutisi tabidi umejichuna.
Mimanga, napenda life, napenda dema na jidai. Ati amevai, kama nilukupiga white, nikamedai. Ako machingri mangwai, na be a light. Kukata maji ni sheria, warukera ina machuchumia. Hiyo ni mwiko simi umekalia. Ni sherehe na itaki masheria. Sheria
tunapiga sherehe, yani mpaka kuche. Tunapiga sherehe, yani mpaka kuche. Tunapiga sherehe, yani mpaka kuche. Tunapiga sherehe, yani mpaka kuche.
To the East African Spotlight Show. My name is Syliva, Kendy, and you're tuned into High Radio, the voice of the next generation. Now, it's time for the East African Spotlight Show. I'm going to be giving you, all the news, everything that's been happening, and also we're going to be listening, we're going to be jamming, we're going to be vibing. That's the kind of vibe we have here. Good vibes only. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, and I know in some areas, the COVID restrictions have been strengthened. If you're in one of those places, pole sana, tune into High Radio. We are live on Facebook. You can give us a like, a follow, and also you can drop a comment. Let me know where you're listening in from. Let me know how your week has been. I just want to know what you guys are up to. Now, today we're going to be looking at several things. First, we're going to be calling out some men who decided that it was okay to get on radio to talk about gender violence. And this one I'm saving for a little bit. First, let's congratulate Zuchu. Zuchu has become, the first East African to attain 1 million subscribers. So the Wasabi signee, her name is Zuhura Othman Saud. I hope I did not butcher that. So she's better known by her stage name, Zuchu. And she has made history by becoming the first female artist in East Africa to clock 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Yo, that is big. This girl has mad talent. And, she's just a force to be reckoned with. Any song that she removes is just jam after jam after jam. So she becomes also the first female artist in Africa to achieve such a milestone within 11 months. So in 11 months, this girl has skyrocketed, so she was so excited and she took to Instagram to thank all her fans for the support. And, she's waiting now to receive the golden plaque from YouTube. So the golden plaque is always given to people with accounts that have surpassed 1 million subscribers. And so now Zuchu beats the African princess Nandi, who's also a really, really fire artist, to become now the first female East African with the most subscribers. Now, congratulations to Zuchu. We cannot wait to continue hearing the mad hits that you release for us. But to celebrate you, let's listen to Sukari. If you have a special someone, this one's for you.
Yo, Syliva. You know what time it is? Them call me a robot. Get up. I love this music. Game over. Yeah, game over. Game over. Kanapenda Gucci na Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova, bado kakiva kitenge kanapendeza.
kanapendeza. Toto stingo zake ni noma noma. Noma noma. Figa yake ndani ya dere na wapa homa. Inawapa homa. I see my baby's a fashionista. Fashionista. And I love the way she bend over. Bend over. I see my baby's a fashionista. Fashionista. Nikiwa nae game over. Game over. Oh, I love the way you break it and pose. Oh, baby, break it and pose. Oh, I love the way you break it and whine. My baby, you fine. I love the way you break it and pose. Oh, baby, break it and pose. Oh, I love the way you break it and whine. My baby, you fine. I feel lucky, chezea kama guitar. Jiwe ndo denge wa ndo kita. Ukibandua mina bandika. Oh nana. Namando mos na maringo. Kaki smile kana dimples. Style and pattern girl are different. Nobody can test, only Batman a bingo. I see my baby's a fashionista. Fashionista. And I love the way she bend over. Bend over. I see my baby's a fashionista. Fashionista. Nikiwa nae game over. Game over. Oh, I love the way you break it and pose. Oh, baby, break it and pose. Oh, I love the way you break it and whine. My baby, you fine. I love the way you break it and pose. Oh, baby, break it and pose. Oh, I love the way you break it and whine. My baby, you fine. Oh, I love the way you break it and pose. Oh, baby, break it and pose. My baby, you fine. I love the way you break it and pose. Oh, baby, break it and pose. Oh, I love the way you break it and whine. My baby, you fine. Hello, kijele kama vita. Jiwe ndo denge wa ndo kita. Ukibandua mina bandika. Oh nana. Fashionista. Fashionista.
Welcome back to the East African Spotlight Show. My name is Sylvia Kendy, and you're tuned into Hi Radio, the voice of the next generation. I see some of you on Facebook. Obapa is inviting me to Ghana, bro. I've been wanting to go to Ghana for quite a while. So if you can make that happen, then I will definitely come there for my holidays. I'm also seeing people on my Instagram. Sorry, you guys are joining and moving so quickly that I can't, but big shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to just listen to my rambles. It's the East African Spotlight Show. It is 38 minutes past 6 here in Amsterdam. And the vibes are here, Paka 8. The vibes are here, Paka 8. On the topic of congratulating people, I want to also congratulate a good friend of mine, comedian Vincent Chipukizi, who has been appointed as the new vice chairperson of, the National Authority for Campaign Against Drug Abuse, NACADA. Chipukizi, who serves as a board member at NACADA, was handed the new responsibility on Tuesday by the board of directors, replacing Mr. Peter Mwai, who served in that position until December. Chipukizi, we are excited. Congratulations. You've been doing such a great job, and we're excited to see, how much more you can do for us as a country. Now, I don't know if we're at the point where I want to talk about Shafi Weru, DJ Joe Mfalme, and Neville, because every time I see that video or I listen to the words that are coming out of their mouths, I just get so upset. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this week, Homeboys as a radio station has been trending, and I'm gonna get into it. Because we need to call out these people for speaking like this. As a person, as an entertainer, as a journalist, as a radio host, you need to really hold accountability. You need to really think about what you're saying. You're in the public. Why would you speak like this? So we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, Lovie Longomba went back home. He's back in Kenya now after 16 years. This happened days before he buried his brother. So unfortunately, Christian Longomba was laid to rest last week. And the brother went back home after 16 years. He just wanted to connect. He wants to connect with the people. He wants to really take his time. So he says that while he's in Kenya, he's going to be meeting family and friends, to pay respect for Christian, as well as sharing details of, Christian's final moments and his wishes. He's also really looking forward to connect to the Longomba's fans. If you remember them, if you are one of those people who listened to them back in the day, you would know the kind of impact that they had in the music industry. So thanking them for the love and the support that they accorded to them, he said, and I quote, that it is truly overwhelming. I must confess that the love we have received is so far healing us. Christian stood for his love for God, family, and music. His unique voice, like my late father, Lovie Sr., will be in the hearts of Kenyans forever. And that's true. That's true. It's a good thing when you do something great and you leave an impact. So people will always remember you, and, your legacy will continue. Your legacy will continue carrying on. So I'm going to take a little break. We're going to listen to some tunes, and then we're going to come back and talk about this Homeboys presenters. That's what we're coming back. Welcome back to the East African Spotlight Show. My name is Syliva Kendy, and that was Hodari by Mbosso. And now I want to pick it up a little bit, So if you're at home and you've grabbed your Saturday drink and, it's time to catch a vibe. Now this one will get you moving kidogo. Abu Amka, please stand up and dance to this song now. Hey.
Apo. Yeah. Apo. Uhuru Gardens tuko jaba, wengine wako miti. Zetu ni majaman, zenu pikipiki. Leo tunaenda kanan, beba zigi mingi. Hakuna mamadam, beba sidi mingi. Ni mimi hapo back left, paparazzi wanaifanya ngumu kufanya usherati. Nakumbuka kabla nifuge manati, nilikuwa na wakunywa na ile koloni ya Versace. Squeeze backseat, ilikuwa love seat. Smooth na manual unafikiria ni automatic. Tint kwa window muadhara ndo hatutaki. Hapa perfection tunaifanya bila practice. Mbele naona success, nafunga hat-trick. Mi ndo the chef kwa hicho itisha hapik. Tangu tuingie kwa hii mchezo si ndo heartbeat. Nairobi City tunairan kama athlete. Das tusijali, hatukujudge. Hapo usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo
Iseti hapo ni kuhandle, alafu kamtutoweloka kia mlango. Ni kuingize ndani ya box kama balo. Julo siwezi kubali kula tu kwa macho. Ambia Biniman mepata kuinua dancehall. After leo utarudisha whip salo. After leo na wacha armies na mavalo. Haukai kutisha feona kakukua na passport. Kitu kaini rea ichimbe ndo wipate. Mina nyash kwa hewa ni kama jet ya private. Vutia wateja ni kama wekwa magnet. Itatachwa teja hadi waikane.
Just usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo just usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo kendo inabisha isi 9mm. Tint kwa dirisha usini mind ni kupita. Geuze ni vichwa injili imefika. Na white tunaficha nka tunafilisika. Kendo inabisha isi 9. Tint kwa dirisha usini mind. Geuze ni vichwa injili imefika. Na white tunaficha nka tunafilisika. Just usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo usijali, hatukujudge. Hapo nasikia
Hapo 2, Nyashinsky featuring Chris Kaiga, playing right here on High Radio. Welcome to the East African SportLight Show. My name is Syliva Kendy. And now, I just want you guys to explain to me, nini usumbua Ezekiel Mutua? Like, surely what disturbs him sometimes? Ezekiel now is under fire. Again, yet again, as always, as he always is. Because, he, first, let me give some context. So he's the boss of the Kenya Classification Films Board. And he tweeted something about Harambee Stars, who had a game with Egypt, right? For the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. So minutes after the game was over, it was a 1-1 draw. Mutua took to Twitter to trash talk Harambee Stars, saying that Kenya should just focus on athletics and forget about football, something that made Kenyans upset. Now, let me just tell you something, guys. Let me just explain something to you. KOT, that's a whole different breed of people. KOT is rough. They're honest. Sometimes they're just too much. And when you say the wrong thing, they're going to call you out for it. So among the people who responded to this, others argued that Mutua was just tweeting for the sake. You know, the way he just likes to be an attention seeker. He didn't even watch the game. They're probably saying without even watching the game, he had to say something just for the sake. But media personality Carol Rodul, if you know her, she is like one of the baddest sports journalists in Kenya. She said, clearly you did not watch the game. What an irresponsible statement from someone like you, my friend. Hashtag Harambee Stars. King Kaka also took to Twitter to say, why would you say such a thing yet you hold a public office? This is very offensive, by the way, because Harambee Stars tried. I mean, I didn't watch the game personally. I'm not going to front here like I did. But I saw people posting videos and I saw the tweets and they tried. So Ezekiel Mutua, please explain to me, nini ukusumbua sometimes? Nini ukusumbua?
London.
Hewa, cheza kama wewe. Nimefika na niko na kusudi, nimekuja kukubama nikimaliza ndo nirudi. Nisikize kwa sababu huna budi, hizi mistari za leo nimezitoa tu. Cheki uko mudi, pili napenda hiyo hudi, hata kawe ni msee wa ndudhi, amka usakate juzembe ni upuzi, baka jasho linuke ushuzi, squeeze na ringa mko chuzi, moto paka unashindwa kuhando, niko kwenye flow songa kando, karibia ninongone jambo, Mr. Kijua kama umetoka ngambo, zitoke, fire, rende inagwaya, ngoma inachuna nipeleke Ulaya, hapo kilegea tunakukaza na pliers, kutwa hadi kucha kuja na kina bias, zitoke, mini kuokote, you say my name nikupeleke popote, Saru. Nitakupa chochote, hata kama ni mbali tutafika huko kote, jichoche tu. Zitoke tu. Moto paka unashindwa kuhando, niko kwenye flow songa kando, karibia ninongone jambo, Mr. Kijua kama umetoka ngambo, zitoke. Mkongwe zitoke paka uze ukutoke, kata fanya kama dance na kulipia token, kata zitoke, we mama zitoke tu, kata zitoke, we baba zitoke tu, kata zitoke, 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 zitoke,
It's your favorite boy, Cash Kid on the track.
Welcome back to the East African Spotlight Show. Once again, my name is Sylvia Kendy, and you're tuned in to High Radio, the voice of the next generation. Now, if you're wherever you're watching me from, if you're on our Facebook page, or you're watching me from YouTube, or you're listening through the app, I see you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you are enjoying the vibes. Like, I hope I am bringing the right vibes to your house or whatever it is you're listening to me from. So today, we have an issue. We have had an issue for the past week, and this has been really, really trending. Shafi, Weru, Joe Mfalme, and Neville. Those are three presenters from the Homeboys Radio in Kenya. Now, Shafi Weru is an influential individual. He's been in the radio industry for a minute. He is like, he's like one of the OGs. He's one of the OGs. So that's why I'm really, really surprised that this happened. Joe Mfalme, fantastic DJ, who just landed a job at Homeboys. Neville is also one of their radio presenters. Now, a lot of Kenyans are not happy to even hear these three names. And imagine even me, I'm one of them. So let me just break this down for you. So media personality Shafi Weru, DJ Joe Mfalme, and Neville landed in trouble with a section of Kenyans on Twitter. And it's not even just on Twitter. It's just everywhere. Over allegations of victim shaming. The lady who was thrown off the 12th floor of Ambak House by a man she met on Facebook. Now, the three who were hosting a show on Homeboys Radio, where they opted to make the incident a topic of discussion, saying, please listen, how ladies are loose and too available for strangers. So this discussion angered a lot of Kenyans, right? Who came out guns blazing, castigating them for shifting the blame instead of condemning the inhumane act that the lady in question was subjected to. They thought it was wise to have a laugh, because someone being thrown off the 12th floor is something that is entertaining. Now, this video, they posted it on their Instagram page, and they quickly took it off when people started commenting. But I have a clip from it, and I'm going to play it. I want you to listen to this conversation and just let me know if you are detecting a problem, because it is very problematic. Now, others are saying that they could have used their voices to condemn the incident instead of asking ladies to play hard to get and stop being too available. These are fathers. Shafi Weru is a father to two girls. Now, the lady in question, so I'm just giving you a bit of context before I play you the clip. So, on Monday, Eunice Wangari Wakabi, the victim, told a magistrate court that she met up with a guy, Moses, for a date in Nairobi on September 13th last year. So September last year. So then thereafter, they went to his office for an alcoholic drink at around 7:30 p.m. When she wanted to leave, Njoroge made an advance at her, which she turned down. She said no. And her refusal to spend the night with this guy is what caused the fight that resulted her to being pushed off the 12th floor of a building through a window, landing on the 9th floor balcony. Now she's hurt. She has to walk around with a crutch because she's incapable, the impact injured her. Now this is the situation that these men were talking about. 3 grown men. Abu, just listen to this and let me know.
Anyway, talking about Maisha, guys. Yes, we were having a conversation around Eunice, the 20-year-old lady who last year found a date on Facebook went on a first date, and after that, she couldn't be able to. She became immobile. Yes, she's still limping because apparently this man she found on Facebook invited her to a building in the CBD. They were having a date on the 12th floor. And guess what happened?
What happened?
The guy tried to make moves like Jaguar.
Netflix and chill.
And then guess kidogo man, she was like, "Yo, I'm not doing this. I'm not about this." The guy pushed her over the 12th floor.
Wow.
And now she's a cripple.
Damn,
and I'm calling on all the ladies. This is 2021 with the pandemic and all the problems that we're facing.
What are you telling the ladies,
I'm telling the ladies, you guys need to play hard to get. You need to be unavailable. You cannot be the Chiles who have just been called to go drink gin and then you leave 40 kilometers away. Unatoka Thika. Unajileta Kileleshwa. Ama unatoka Buru. Unajikuta
unajipata Kitengela. Mountain View.
A place you've never even been.
Shafi
Bada. See a stranger. Things don't work like that.
Okay.
So, I know you're both dating.
The big Q. Don't give Edgar news this morning. I'm not dating.
My point is this.
Yes. Tuko na Kamutu.
What, do you think Kenyan Chiles, whether you are dating or not, are too available? Are they too loose? Are they too willing? Are they too desperate? And that's why they're getting themselves caught up in such situations.
Wow. DJ John Farmer, I'll let you take this one first. There
are two ways of looking at it. Hapa kuna maboyo machizi. We have guys who are crazy.
Yes.
And me as a guy, siwezi taku check both sides.
Okay.
So what I will say is,
toa testimony. Toa testimony.
Bro, kuna wale wako too available. Kuna wale bro,
you're a DJ, of course.
So there are two ways. Maybe the chick that I'm interested in, manze bro alinzungusha 6 months.
6 months.
And that's what women need to do.
Na bado unamfuata 6 months.
Lakini sasa yule mwenye utaki,
6 seconds.
Yeye anakufuata.
Gone in 6 seconds.
That is a clip from what they said, and I don't know if you paid attention, but they just made very sickening statements. This woman got hurt because she said no to a man, and this is something they're feeling like is something that they can laugh about, surely. So when people lost their minds on social media, as they should have, Homeboy's management came out to say that they reached a decision to suspend these 3 presenters for a period of 2 weeks. Now, the suspension comes as a disciplinary action over their insensitive sentiments about victim shaming on Eunice, who was thrown off the 12th floor. Are you hearing me? She was thrown off the 12th floor because she said no. She did not want to spend the night with this guy. So now during this suspension period, and I'm putting it in quotes, all Homeboys presenters, producers, and their social media team will apparently undergo mandatory gender awareness, sensitization training. And the training on ethical reporting and on-air discussion of women issues, sexual assault, and gender-based violence. So that's the statement that they pulled out. They said, okay, they've talked like this. And, this is not the first time that Homeboys Radio is suspending someone. This is not the first time. But yeah, so they said that, okay, fine. They said this, their remarks were highly condemned, and now they are, giving the presenters training. So the general manager, she said that the training shall be conducted by the station's legal team and a credible institution that is a key advocate for women's rights and their protection from all forms of discrimination, bias, and abuse. As the leading heritage youth station in Kenya, this is a youth station, Homeboys Radio will start changing the narrative around violence towards women. Violence towards women has taken an offbeat, especially during this corona time. And even before that, this is something that's been happening. So Shafi Weru had to run a public apology. Now, what gets me about this apology is that Shafi and Joe's apology sound almost similar. They sound like, they just copy-pasted and put so that they can do some damage control. So he said, I realize and I accept that my statements about the unfortunate incident that happened to Eunice were very insensitive and hurtful and could be interpreted by some as encouraging the already ongoing and acceptable culture of violence against women and girls. I sincerely apologize to Eunice and her family, and I deeply regret any harm that I have caused with my words. I am in no shape or form support or tolerate any kind of violence. I'm a proud and loving father to my daughters, and will not and can't condone violence towards women. Once again, my deepest and sincere apologies. Now, John Falme, kidogo tu akatoka naye with his own apology. So DJ Mfalme, he just alichukua tu apology aka copy paste, because he said, I do not and will never condone any form of violence against women, and I will do my part to help put an end to it. I sincerely apologize for all the harm caused. This whole situation comes after so many Kenyans have raised concern about gender-based violence and attack on women, sexually or in any form whatsoever that is inappropriate and not consensual. We lost a 19-year-old girl who was raped to the point that she had pelvic injuries, she had a broken spine, and she went for a drink with this guy. They went back to the room, and she probably said no, but he was like, no, you know what, I want it now. Now with this comes a lot of repercussion, because so many people have come out to talk about it. Adele Onyango was very upset. She's worked with Shafi. They were hosting the breakfast show together on Kiss FM. And she was like, how can he sit down and speak like this? On top of that, EABL, East African Breweries Limited, has put a halt on all their advertisement running on Radio Africa's group station, Homeboys Radio. Any show that involves Shafi Weru, DJ Joe, and Neville, they have stopped it. This is the power social media is having today. And in fact, I'm so happy. And actually, other, sponsors should continue doing the same thing, because that's when the change will start. People will see that it's a problem. If people keep just, he has come, he has apologized. In fact, John Falme went on Twitter and he was like, people should just accept my apology and move on. Come on. You need to do better. You really need to do better. So EABL has said, Homeboys Radio Lift-Off Breakfast Show presenters on Wednesday made a series of extremely horrible remarks that implied to support acts of gender violence on women. We have expressed our profound dismay about this conduct to Radio Africa Group, which controls Homeboys Radio. Now, Radio Africa is also in charge of Kiss FM. It's a whole fraternity of radios, right? So they have informed us that the matter is under investigation. 2 years ago, in 2018, HBR, Homeboys Radio, also put out a statement about Mtaani show. One of their presenters was insensitive about an incident. Wait, let me just pull up the receipts, because I don't want to be talking, and I don't have the evidence. But yeah, so in 2018, they pulled the same thing, right? They said, okay, we are pulling the show down because, the person said this and this and this, and we do not condone it. 2 years later, it's still happening. So what change are we talking about here? What change are we going to see? Ezekiel Motua also had something to say about it. Kama kawaida. He said, it is unfortunate that most media houses have disregarded professional ethics by employing unqualified people to promote indecency and irresponsible behavior. It's time for us to redefine who a journalist is and the qualifications for working on radio stations. The Kenya Film Classification Board condemns in the strongest terms the despicable and irresponsible utterances of the Homeboys Radio for the unfortunate degradation of women and promotion of gender-based violence. We hope that we hope that serious actions will be taken against these culprits. I mean, when you're a journalist, you have some kind of social responsibility. I understand speaking your mind, and I understand, giving your opinion. But this is unacceptable. The issue of gender-based violence has been an issue that has been it has been talked about over and over and over again. But the sad thing is that these 3 men can come out, put out these apologies just for damage control, and they'll be back to work. And these are the people that are holding responsibility behind the mic. I'm going to read to you what Adele Onyango said before we take a little break, because I know that this, you need to kind of digest this. So Adele said a man pushes a woman from 12th floor because she says no to sexual advances. Many women have been killed, injured, because they also said no. Many women have had their nose ignored and been raped. Reducing Eunice's living experience to banter and absolve perpetrators is disgusting. I am sending love to all the survivors. Every day we have to interact with another person, pushing the narrative that our no isn't worthy. Shouldn't be respected and should be met with violence and abuse. That is not true. You are not to blame. Of course, we know that Adele Onyango is also very open about her experience. She's a rape victim, rape survivor. And she loves to talk about, and educate people on this and stop such conversations. These men have let me down. They've let us all down. Shafiweru, DJ Joe Mfalme and Neville, you need to do better. You need to be better, and you need to be better examples for people, man. This is unacceptable.
Nakufa
mtoto ya Pamela Suda na papa Amulioto Sheriki mula mimi nakufa Aninyajo moko mami toyo funde na Ahero sana pilirundo gawia Nyatijo moka diri laloga pacha Jotonga dengo tika yudo konyruok na Aniwe uru monda sunge jabata Opunto mola toti unani malisa Nihisi na wewe milele mpaka kufa Unisalie watoto mama Na kuahidi utokosa Aye idogode monda ketie kone mesa Aseko ye inkora teri mosanyola Mama na Muziki santima Muziki bila jasho Mama sheri, usiniache nitakufa Kilo naponipigia simu lazima nitakuja Ukisema nikuja jioni nitanunua chupa Mama, lolo, tupendane mpaka kufa Oh sheri, mapenzi ya leo naogopa Kwanza warembo wangolopa Wameweka mitego kwenye mabaha Ulo, ila ukinitega sitakata Nitakopa nitalima mama Nitachanga, nitaiba Oh, tupendane mpaka kufa Muziki ya pesa, muziki bila presha Nakufa
Nishaachana na mapambo za Ashura babe, hata nafula namba yake nimefuta, na kuachua usiku silali, naona sura yako mrembo, daily natamani kwako ningekuwa visible, nateswa na rada kila nikikuona na huyu jamaa. Kweli mama unanifaa waniwa, how do I live without you baby? Nenya ube anje nipeleke eregi wa mama, nimweleze na baba, all I need you in my life now we when I see you holding hands kama mwezi usiku, baby you know you're the one. Without you I can die, baby. Nakufa, baby. Nakufa, baby. Nakuhitaji, without you siwezi, nakufa, baby. Nakufa. Put your hands in put your hands in put your hands in put your hands in yo Gonzela, how about that villa? Put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Oh yo Gonzela, how about that villa? Put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Oh yo Gonzela, how about that villa? Put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Oh yo Gonzela, how about that villa? Put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Ah yabo, na mangite zako wapize, wako. Na mangwete zako wapize, wako. Warombo saji kufika de. Put your hands in the air, hata ka unafea, mina chuo melemewa, hizi kristo zimetepwa, havibare tu kwa hewa, mangeos na wamebeba, hibash jo imeweza. Mina crew tunajibamba, naka ngeos mina dai namba, nikikawainda kanyoro shanga, na hiyo beat nimeimada, na hiyo beat nimeimada, si nimeimada. Gonzela, about that villa, put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Oh yo Gonzela, about that villa, put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Oh yo Gonzela, about that villa, put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Oh yo Gonzela, about that villa, put your dingy, yeah dingy, danger dingy. Ah yabo, mina mboge tunakam through, bash niliti washe bade ndo tubantu. Thanks ni wengi hapa ratio lonely times 2. Zaidi na beba utadhani ni matatu. Hello, hey, what's your name? Bewa remi na plus chain. Wita, hey, please keep change. Kama vibe ni right, please bump your head. Yebo, put your hands in put your hands in put your hands in put your hands in nikukatika, leo nikukatika, leo ni fiesta Afro
forever. Leo ni kupata kuna kwenda. Leo tumekuja kuwateka ngama vinembe na nyekeja wamebeba ngale leta vela tunawashanga washa hiyo kitu. Leo ni kupati katika, leo ni kupati after party, leo ni kuchachisha. Piano I know sasa hiyo piano I know sasa hiyo piano yebo piano cheza hiyo kitu.
Kundela, come hapa kuna vela. Udo dingy, ya dingy, denda dingy. Ayo kundela, hapa da vela. Udo dingy, ya dingy, denda dingy. Karunu nikutesa kukompa, nikutesa na ama piano. Karunu kutesa kukompa, karunu nikukonamba, karunu nikukonamba. Karunu nikutei nikupata kilala kitanda ni no hapa. Karunu nikutesa kukompa, karunu nikutei nikupata kilala kitanda ni no hapa. Karunu nikukonamba, karunu nikukonamba. Karunu nikutei nikupata kilala kitanda ni no hapa. Karunu nikutesa kukompa, karunu nikutei nikupata kilala kitanda ni no hapa. Ya no hapa. Ayabo, ayabo.
Penzi hainanga hodi, unajikuta umependa mpaka yule hodi. Mapenzi hainanga hodi, unakuta umependa mpaka unajizaa. Ataka simple boy, ataka simple girl sehemu fulani.
Ataka simple guy, ataka simple boy sehemu fulani.
Mapenzi hachagui kabila, maeneo, mama. Unatoka Rwanda ama unatoka Runda, mama.
Ukose upate, don't you worry. Atakupa Mwenyezi.
Ukose upate, don't you worry. Atakupa Mwenyezi. Unaweza fall in love na anyone, and I mean anyone. Unaweza fall in love na anyone, and I mean anyone. Mtoto wa Mathare amefall in love, amefall in love. Boy Kasalame amefall in love, amefall in love.
Kasichana Kanyeri amefall in love, amefall in love. Katoto Kajambi amefall in love.
Nimefall in love na nimependaga. Oh baby oh, nimefall in love na nimependa. Oh baby oh. Kwa milima na mabonde wependa, kwani iko nini wependa?
Usiwaze sana wependa, usipatwe na pressure wependa.
Mimi nija kupenda madali, nija kupenda malady,
nija kupenda my darling, nija kupenda my baby. Oh.
Mtoto wa Mathare amefall in love, amefall in love. Boy Kasalame amefall in love, amefall in love.
Kasichana Kanyeri amefall in love, amefall in love. Katoto Kajambi amefall in love.
Nimefall in love na nimependaga. Oh baby oh, nimefall in love na nimependa. Oh baby oh.
I keep saying love is a beautiful thing. Fall in Love, Willie Paul, Miss P, playing right here on High Radio. Yani, Willie Paul amesema unaweza fall in love na anyone. And I mean anyone, please take that advice and shoot your shot. Bro, cheza kama wewe.
Sacha ni wachapie basi. Yeah. Pale kwa DM ilianzanga na text. Sikudhani ata get. Baby, you're stressing my head. I just won't be stretching your legs. Kumbe hakuwa na pressure, mistari zikakam zikienda. Si kesho yake alifika keja. Now she on my bed akisema can you fanya like this? Can you fanya like this? Can you fanya like this? Baby, can you fanya like this? 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 Baby, can you fanya like this? Like this, like that. She like it when I do it like that. Say that you can do, but can you do it like must? Cause I got her coming and akuja mara that. Be too biggie like smalls. Any make or hatter, can you pick up my call? Big back, make it rise and I fall. Had to go behind your back, it's not really my fault. Hey, wash a kitty and the chain. I'm just really trying to maintain. I know you thinking about the same thing. She a gun, make it bang. I'ma do you till you can't stand. Motherfucker, man, I can't stand none. Now I make him come here one by one. Taking my time, baby, wait your turn. I don't waste time, I just change it. Pale kwa DM ilianzanga na text. Sikudhani ata get. Baby, you're stressing my head. I just won't be stretching your legs. Kumbe hakuwa na pressure, mistari zikakam zikienda. Si kesho yake alifika keja. Now she on my bed akisema can you fanya like this? Can you fanya like this? Can you fanya like this? Baby, can you fanya like this? 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 Baby, can you fanya like this?
Pale kwa DM ilianza na ka text akalenga. Nikarudi wera. Now we dropping bangers with the boys and adai kunikemba. I'm just making my moves. I'm just tryna get loose. Washa tukabela with the goons. I'm just tryna get
Siaga banga mwichogal hadi giza. Straight to the point, hashikanangi na matiza. Great features, but she pulling up smelling like reefer. Keep her on her toes, cause I'm probably gonna leave her. See me in my head, I'm scheming. See me sipping soda, I'm leaning. Bado na my demons, bado na mafinga. Maringo weka kando, dancing in the jungle. Hapo kwenye
pale kwa DM ilianzanga na text. Sikudhani ata get. Baby, you're stressing my head. I just won't be stretching your legs. Kumbe hakuwa na pressure, mistari zikakam zikienda. Si kesho yake alifika keja. Now she on my bed akisema can you fanya like this? Can you fanya like this? Can you fanya like this? Baby, can you fanya like this? 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 Baby, can you fanya like this? 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 Baby, can you fanya like this? 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 Baby, can you fanya like this?
Welcome back to the East African SportLight Show. That was Fanya Like This, Mask featuring Chief Gang, all the way from the 254. I can see John Royals on Facebook. Big shout out to you. He's saying East African Queen. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Now it is 28 minutes past 7 and I'm going to be here till 8. And I know I've been talking a lot today, right? So I want to play you some tunes just so that you can, ease into the weekend. I know it's already halfway there. Tomorrow is Sunday, then Monday. But today we're catching a vibe. Today I want you to catch a vibe from your house. I was watching the COVID restrictions that were put in by the Kenyan president, and he's closed all bars which were previously opened. I know it's sort of something like what's happening in the Netherlands now, but Kenyans are hurting. Telling a Kenyan not to go out, telling a Kenya ati asiende dunda. Come on, Jaden, come on.
shoboka. Paka chini mama shoboka. Shoboka. Ishe uwe mama shoboka. Shoboka. Paka chini mama shoboka. Shoboka. Ishe uwe mama shoboka.
Ring the alarm. It's your girl Bandeka.
Already kwenye scene.
Windike imeingia na kimbongo ya inatachisha. Hii pesa leo ni sanitizer. Ambia waiter aongeze energizer.
Nefanikiwa ni baraka mina pata na hamasisha gang na ni nyayo wanafuata. Nataka kujua nini linifikishanga hapa, nikomboka vibaya tangu tene mpaka sasa. Mimi na nguvu za kike nimejituma nifike hizo ganji mimi nishike.
Shoboka. Paka chini mama shoboka. Shoboka. Ishe uwe mama shoboka. Shoboka. Paka chini mama shoboka. Shoboka. Ishe uwe mama shoboka.
Naishobokea ndo maana naitobokea. Vile kwanza nimejitolea, maisha yangu yanambolea. Saimate mnanimezea, nyi mnataka mazoea. Unanichocha, unaniombea, kumbe unaneza umbea. Nakumbuka nikikosanga chakula, umepiga luku mimi natamani hiyo puma. So usitoke, endelea kusukuma. Mimi najua uko strong kama chuma.
Watachoka wenye wivu wajinyonge. Wengi walinichomea mimi nisiendelee. Sahiji kimi na pepea kwa baraka naendelea. Tumekuja kusherekea. Basi shoboka. Paka chini mama shoboka. Shoboka. Ishe uwe mama shoboka. Shoboka. Paka chini mama shoboka. Shoboka. Ishe uwe mama shoboka. Fanikiwa, barikiwa. Fanikiwa, barikiwa. Fanikiwa, barikiwa. Fanikiwa, barikiwa. Shoboka. 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 Shoboka.
Band Becca, featuring my favorite female rapper, Saru. She has dropped the bars. She has dropped them. Shoboka. It is one of the singles from their Becca Fever album, which was out this month. I think it was the beginning of this month or the end of last month, right? It was only available on Boomplay, but now they are starting to put it out on all other all other music platforms, so you can go ahead and check it out. I know the video is on YouTube, and they also have a challenge going on TikTok, so you can, put in your creativity and do a video. Maybe they're going to give you something nice. Before I went on the little short break, I was talking about the Shafi Weru DJ John Falme and Avil incident. This is really unfortunate. I would imagine so, because Shafi especially, as in he's been on the radio for quite a while. I remember watching his story, and he was saying that he was doing an internship in 1998. He's been in radio for a while, and he has learned and he has grown from the bottom to the top. When you make such problematic statements, when you hold such a high position, it's alarming. This thing of sexual violence has been a conversation that has been going on for so long. So for you to be that insensitive, I don't know what he was trying to say, but it just no. And also, speaking about, people in the industry, comedian Chebet Rono. Do you guys remember Rono? Rono of Nairobi. Tunakulana? Do you guys remember that video? So Rono, who is a comedian, a young comedian who is also a radio host, came out to say So comedian come media personality Deborah Chebet Rono has finally weighed in on the act of being compared to comedian Elsa Majimbo. I know you guys know who Elsa is. She has taken off, she has lifted off, and she's doing mad things. Like, she's on another level. She's just making major moves. She also announced her book, which was, you know, in collaboration with Valentino. So a lot of Kenyans have been comparing Elsa and Chebet Rono. Right? When Elsa first came out, people were saying she's trying to copy Rono. She's trying to do the same thing as her. And then when Elsa lifted off, people were like, oh, Rono, what's up? You don't have content anymore. You're not, you know, entertaining us. You're not even being funny anymore. So she was stating that everyone has their own race to run, and comparison is the least of her worries. You know, because people were like, oh, you know, look, Rono started before Elsa, and now look at the moves Elsa is making, and she's getting tired of it. So she said, and I quote, "A lot of people compare me with Elsa. I did understand it at the beginning, because the industry and people are going to compare you. I mean, that's what happens, and it sucks. Instead of people looking at this person and seeing what she's able to do, seeing that she's able to do things that people who've been in the industry for a minute haven't been able to do, the last thing you should want to do is compare." Right? So Rono said that she also sought to clarify that she was also not depressed, because a lot of stories were coming out on social media that she was depressed because of this picture she posted, and the caption was depressed. So to clear that up, she said, first of all, I believe we need to understand what depression is, because it really sucks, because you are just being you and people start to tell you you're not okay. Sis, you don't even know me. So in any situation, I'm not depressed. Let it be known I'm very fine. So, you know, Rono also touched on why she exited Homeboys Radio just weeks after being employed. Rono was initially the youngest radio presenter in Kenya, the youngest female radio presenter in Kenya. And then she got a gig, so she was working at NRG, and then something happened. I'm not so sure what. So she came out, and then she got a breakfast show on Homeboys, but she only stayed, I think, 2 weeks, and people had started talking at, oh, you know, see, she has already been fired, blah, blah, blah. You know, people are always talking and running their mouths. But she came out to say, she came out to speak her truth and say, when the opportunity came, I thought God was seeing something, and I thought it would look good on my name being back on air. But then again, I went back and I wasn't happy. I didn't like it. It had nothing to do with the station. I was just like, I'm back to doing what I don't want to do. So with time, I said no, and I was able to leave again, and that was the best decision I ever made. For me, she's following her dreams, bro. Let her do. If radio does not make her happy, she does not need to sit behind a mic so that you can be happy. You know, sometimes we need to just let people grow into what they are meant to grow into, and not try and put them in places that she's not. There's a lot of pressure because she's in the public eye, but you guys need to chill. You guys need to take a minute and just chill. So in November 2020, Rono had been brought in as a host of the Homeboys morning show, The Liftoff, alongside G Money and our problematic Nabil. And on her exit from NRG Radio, she said, so I left school, I went to radio. I was there for a year. April, I left. I wanted to explore life beyond being employed. I wanted to know what it felt like to stand on her own. Mind you, she is 20 now. She's 20 now. And, you know, at the age of 19, she made her first million. So it's okay. Let the girl break in. Let the girl explore. Let the girl try and figure out what this thing called life is. Because maisha ni ngumu, bro. This life is tough, you know. And so you need to take control before it controls you.
Let me say this one. Boutique of fresh. Walking in head. Presidential, calculate, Biana ass, coin freaks, Minko Maji, calculate, but you go fresh, yeah. Walking hit, go, yeah. Presidential, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Biana ass, yeah. Kaini flix, yeah. Minko maji, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Minigo green, yeah. Villain smell like terere. Once on a day, kunchuja kwa club, jumweka, sweets kwa kerenget. Anave shake pekele, butina baki like, yeah. Biana day, kunchola la morini boy, so butina lele left. Wanna do that, shorty ni peng. Na minki checking yung ngongo, Joe. Na semwe mgoriwa bazu kwa bell, lakini unashinda tu nyongo losa. Roba peleka na sponsor man. Minta kutupa kwa local Joe. Na dringia makali ya kisonko Joe. Warembo napenda konyagi man. Hata nikwe mimsoto ho, uwezi nipata na chura man. Mwisho wa mwezi kila mtu star, jumboka imengia kwa pori man. Shaneka kipiga void, masleo nusa mshahara kingia. But mwisho wa mwezi kila mtu star, lazima ni empty mapori man. Butu go fresh, yeah. Walking hit, go, yeah. Presidential, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Biana ass, yeah. Kaini flix, yeah. Minko maji, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Butu go fresh, yeah. Walking hit, go, yeah. Presidential, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Biana ass, yeah. Kaini flix, yeah. Minko maji, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Ati wanjira ko single, minko single pair. Kana director panty, mbona na interfere. Unajua musaliba na ngibush na bado likate ya maji. Ka unajua story, mbona na pitch my dear. Ati wanjira ko naked, buti na interfere. Deki unajua ni nono, mbona na doubt my dear. Kama na koga kwa rada, mini komea my dear. Manga kintaftamba, yeah, but you go fresh, yeah. Walking hit, go, yeah. Presidential, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Biana ass, yeah. Kaini flix, yeah. Minko maji, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. But you go fresh, yeah. Walking hit, go, yeah. Presidential, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah. Biana ass, yeah. Kaini flix, yeah. Minko maji, yeah. Kauko lise, yeah.
African princess Nande Osiamboka Daboro King Le Pharaon Paparapa.
Sweetie Coco, penzi kidani nitunzie. Na kesha popo, kulinda vidanga visibie. Nadeka mwali, nidekeze mie. Wa halali, chenache mamie. Wanichanganya, wanikosha roho. Changanya, wanikosha roho. Wanichanganya, wanikosha roho. Changanya. Usije moto kuzima mwanza kunishawasha.
Yotiki moto wazali kobela mbele.
Usije moto kuzima mwanza kunishawasha.
Ocha bolingo wazali kutumbanga tutele. Chuma pika makofi. Nandi. Changanya, my baby, Osiamboka. Changanya, she get crazy. Did you still like? Changanya, sweet Chérie abomaka koleka mondoki. Abel show. Chérie abomaka koleka mondoki. Kama mvua ma. Chérie abomaka koleka terroriste. Chérie oke wapi? Nana zalia we. Chérie oke wapi? Nana zalia we. Un petit bébé, ne fume pas la pipe. Un petit nani, ne fume pas la pipe. Joseph Berthier. Yotiki moto wazali kobela mbele.
featuring Kofi Olamide. I love this song. It's such a vibe, such a great way to, continue with this weekend. It's halfway. Tomorrow is Sunday. I always feel like after the show, this time moves like so quickly because like I close my eyes and I open them and it's Monday and I'm like, we do this thing again. But I'm gonna be here again next week on Friday for the late night show and then on Saturday for the East African Spotlight Show. I've had a fantastic time with you people. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening to me wherever you listen to me from. I hope that I gave you some vibes. I hope I gave you some vibes this weekend. I hope I made it a little better and I hope you're gonna tune in next week as well. We are Hi Radio on all our social platforms. You can give us a like, a follow. You can also slide in our DMs and let us know. Let us know what's up. Do you have a song? Do you just want to have a conversation? Just slide in our DMs. I am also Syliva Kendy across all social media platforms, so you can follow me. You can, slide in my DM. Normally, I am very good at replying, so we can have a conversation. And who knows what can happen? Maybe you'll be sitting opposite me in the studio and you'll be catching a vibe with me in person. I wish you guys could experience the vibes that I bring to this studio sometimes. I'm not even bragging, but it's fine. So I'm gonna play for you Kitenge. I've been listening to this song a lot. It's really unhealthy how much I've been listening to this like EP. Nviri the Storyteller's EP Kitenge. Bro, this EP is lit. And I told you guys about it sometimes back. And I don't know if you are listening to me or you are not. But you need to check it out. Stop what you're doing right now and check out this EP. This is Kitenge by Nviri the Storyteller. I've had a fantastic time. Do have a great, great weekend. I love you guys. Be blessed. And stay safe because Corona is real. As we can see, it is still here. And we need to take care of each other. Be more responsible.
Kama si yuko ready nani alinidanganya eti mapenzi huwa simple ni nani alinidanganya penzi hainanga kilio nikadanganya eti maua ndiyo suluhisho na niongeza chokoleti bas hizi vitu hufanyangwa hivo. But then I fell in love. Mambo ikakuwa complicated. Hinesabu, yes we're in love. Nimeingia mtihani bila kalamu, yeah. I'm not ready. Pressure mingi mina daddy. Oh, I'm going crazy, yeah. Juu sasa ninavalishwa kitenge. Tukifanana penzi ni ya milele. Mzazi ya kupende hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Tusielewe vile kitenge itafanya penzi iwe milele. Na mbona rasta mzazi asipende hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Ni kama si yuko ready. Square one 1+1 wacha ibaki 1. Msinifunze mimi nimeshalan. Napambana na hali yangu kama Saddam. Basi tusiwa mind tusiwape sikio. Little baby will be fine. Tusiwaonyeshe kilio. For those who fall in love, mambo isikuwe complicated kama hesabu. When you're in love, usijipate mtihani bila kalamu, yeah. If you're not ready, pressure mingi usidedi. Please don't go crazy. Juu sasa ninavalishwa kitenge. Tukifanana penzi ni ya milele. Nyowana mzazi ya kupende hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. Tusielewe vile kitenge itafanya penzi iwe milele. Na mbona rasta mzazi asipende hizi vitu kwangu ni crazy. mapenzi huwa simple. Ni nani alinidanganya penzi hainanga kilio.
Cool boy.
Now call me flip boss. I know you like me, I know you feel me, I know you want a life around me, I know you love me and I love you too, baby. I know you like me, I know you feel me, so let me put a ring on your finger. I know you love me and I love you too, baby. Me say prevent, then I'm loving your outing. Njanja na kita kikingi simga. God just know that it's nothing. God, I am a person, the trusting woman, woman, woman. She be my woman, 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 woman. But I'm still coming, sing along my name, baby, yeah. True love do exist, and that's what I'm getting from my queen. And I know they gonna say story. This time we're gonna make them free. I say bang, bang, I'm loving your outing. Njanja na kita, kikingi simga. God just know that it's nothing. God, I am a person, a trusting woman, woman, woman. She be my woman, 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 woman. She be my woman, 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 woman. She be my woman, 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 woman. She be my woman. Oh, no, no. She be. I know you love me, I know you like me. So let me put a ring on your finger, eh. I say woman, 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 woman.
This is Hi Radio, your online radio. Welcome to Hi Radio.
Kwake ni kama kwangu, eti pose feel at home. Akasema bila mi hawezi kufunction, ni kama mdomo bila mate.
Pia mimi alinishow ana mambo mob, akatifanya holy job. Niko na message kwa phone, kumbe alichapwa na Kevo na Brayo.
Baby punguza manye, punguza manye. Baby punguza manye, punguza manye.
Huyu manzi ananibamba, lakini ubaya anapenda kugagagawa. Nasikia anadai, wazee walisema miti ni dawa.
Na mimi alinisha, penzi yake kwangu ni power. Yake ni bata potea, kata, gastima Kenya pa.
Yo post, ndethe IG, alafu anaandika caption moja deep. Wacha chocha.
Toto, anapenda manyundo. Nilidhani katoto, toto kumbe na dila kapop. Oh, go. Baby punguza manye, punguza manye. Baby punguza manye, punguza manye. Punguza manye, punguza manye. Hata mamangu akutaki. Punguza manye, punguza manye. Punguza manye. Katoto kanapenda ngwati, ngwati, ngwati. Toto kanapenda ngwati.
Kukupiga busu nikakukis esto. Easy lips ndaziosha na deto. Nilidhani you are humble and loyal, kumbe kazi yako ni kugurumisha freno.
Nilidhani mkulima tu vifiti, kumbe kuna mwingine kupiga miti. Weni wa kamati, unalimwa na kamati. Baby punguza punguza manye, punguza manye, hata mamangu akutaka, baby punguza manye, punguza manye, punguza manye, punguza manye, hata mamangu akutaka, punguza manye, punguza manye, punguza manye.
Dijana unipe maha, litoka na ukunipa namba, rudi tena unipe maha, litoka na ukunipa namba.
Hii bigiji nilitafuna, bigiji mekulwa na ndogi, bila huruma nilitafunaga, nikamwaga mate kama ndogi. Kenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo, kanipatia nichafue, nilichokisikia tu ni mayowe.
Yeah, akinitekenya, baby girl nikikamba silegeza, na hiyo tata napenda ukichezesha, wezesha, nacheza kimanager, nikiteleza na zama kibazenga.
Chezesha msambwanda mama,
chezesha mama,
chezesha msambwanda mama, chezesha msambwanda mama,
chezesha mama,
chezesha msambwanda mama. Kenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo, kanitekenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo. Fanya tena, ulivofanya jana, nipe tena, kama jana.
Sijui mina shida, ama ni umeiva, ona basi nani ugeuza kichwa ukipita. Na hiyo figa kwa picha, unasumbua ngaraia wakiscroll pale Insta.
I guarantee, speed me ama 3, ukitaka nyongeze kama ya geti. Come baby, come mami. Msambwana imejaza kanga, kweli we ni manyanga, baby nakupanda kama nganya, hujui mi makanga. Chezesha msambwana mama,
chezesha mama,
chezesha msambwana mama, chezesha msambwana mama,
chezesha mama,
chezesha msambwana mama. Kenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo, kanitekenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo. Fanya tena, ulivofanya jana, nipe tena, kama jana. Nitekenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo, kanipatia nichafue, nilichokisikia tu ni mayowe. Basi chezesha, chezesha, chezesha msambwanda mama,
chezesha mama,
chezesha msambwanda mama, chezesha msambwanda mama,
chezesha mama,
chezesha msambwanda mama. Kenya chekeshayo, kanitenga na kuteguayo, kanitekenya chekeshayo.
It's nothing but good vibe.
Kuteguayo.
Willie Paul, Reckless. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna say one more thing before I head out. I can see on Facebook, GH Kings is really asking what is the meaning of kidogo. Kidogo means a little, just a little bit. Kidogo, just a little bit. And you spell it Kidogo. So remove the rest. Just leave Kidogo. Kidogo, which means a little bit in Swahili.
Bogi Genje. Yo. Giz. Giz. Niko na zingati. Giz. Niko na zingafu. Giz. Niko ngeso na morata. Niko mboka na mashata. Giz. Niko na zingati. Giz. Niko na zingafu. Giz. Niko ngeso na morata. Nikomboka na mashata.
Shatare atuwezi rienga furda. Maruche masangwenyi wa bugde. Nikondit nimeolit kuboswe. Nikiduitwa na VX ni mabad mind. Subenje kila mdoi brigenje. Broka vikwa inzagi kanje bro. Makuela miuka suka salopa. Ndesa kuwateka na mnesha. Mzaga kuwajaza kangito. Shashken miupiga ni za DY. Nichma bufalino na jatimo.
jamse kuwa pandis na maniple jinre zimerienz tumemokre kanairo tumegova na dikuako ronga ni wadie na walajo kebi ni ya marim kuwa bumbrush ijuga watalego hawazawe
giz nikoriko na zingati giz nikoriko na zingafu giz nikongeso na morata nikomboka na mashata giz nikoriko na zingati giz nikoriko na zingafu giz nikongeso na morata nikomboka na mashata
niko steam niko wabli na machaji El Javati mindo wa Maria kuzingati bila hata gifla mindo shifu street mainadi giz kuwa icha kuwa kata na my grade zimengwata Mr. Go missing mtani hata nikenda asua mwezi ni kutuka piga James Riang ni kugasta rimami watikigiza kifasta MG tunaletaga disaster na wachai utadhani mini pasta niko round nimepull up na mchup makangede nimekuja kuwatuma niko round nimepull up na mchuma makangede nimekuja kuwatuma makangede nimekuja kuwatuma
giz nikoriko na zingati giz nikoriko na zingafu giz nikongeso na morata nikomboka na mashata giz nikoriko na zingati giz nikoriko na zingafu giz nikongeso na morata nikomboka na mashata macho idha inengi zimeritipo disma mi upiganisha mavizibo ngipo rima nimenda suka matifo masho zile miutise ni bagiko sezi pacha hata kama kamechacha ngeso ni kuanga dumnacha gangsta mpaka niinzaki kwa mngacha zero shapreti na pressure kama panja wana hit na bado wana tuzaski shock de mi warausha kama masti siaka genje mpaka rodi iwe dusty mukish gapi idha inengi mjaski morata wamekalia dimanga stroko boka warosho kuwatilanga pota wasoro wabaki kuboronja niba raundi itabaki wamepaka giz nikoriko na zingati giz nikoriko na zingafu giz nikongeso na morata nikomboka na mashata giz nikoriko na zingati giz nikoriko na zingafu giz nikongeso na morata nikomboka na mashata
Giz by Mboki Genje. Let me tell you guys something. When I listen to these guys, I barely understand the sheng that they speak, but I love the vibes. I absolutely love the vibes. So now I check out. Right? I'm going to see you guys next week. And the show coming up is the High Street Entertainment Show. So stay tuned for that. And obviously share the link and, listen to what is happening in the entertainment industry in West Africa. So today I'm going to close off with an OG song. Right? For all those who knew P-Unit. Yes. Weka Weka. That is what I'm closing off with. Have a fantastic evening, guys.
Weka pesa kwenye tanki kisha nacheka utadhani votu hapa niko maji utadhani mimi tangi macho nyekundu nimegeuza garangi unanijua ujinga mimi sitakangi unanijua takimiwa na uwa mimi kamea utadhani mimi maua jina kubwa nadhani unanijua so kikundi serikali basi nani ana swali nani ngoma nyingine kali nani tamu kama sali so mimi uweka watoto tu mimi naweka niko Tribeca niko gate tunawaka nataka kuteka kisha niingie keja tukuweka najifanya nimedoz kumbe naongeza gadoz asubuhi ikifika narudi tu pale pale tu weka tena sana tunaweka tena sana tunaweka tena sana tunaweka tena sana muganya mini beste ya nina mapesa nimeweka kwenye wolenje kuna msupa amepoteza makibenje nina kitu kwenye boxa kakonje kuna kale kabaruta pia kako nje unakaweka gasana hivyo ndo wakanafanya miwaga na wakusanya wananitaga buganya na badilika kaka milioni tubonge nasema tubonge acha nigonge wanasema ninabo wanasema sinado cheki after every show na wakopesha gado na mafanzo wanasema buga umeua show ama fala kuna kitu wanaweza ganisho niko fiti jo niko fiti kido wanacheza ligi ndogo mimi nacheza ligi so mimi napenda zile vitu digi tena bigi so weka tena sana tunaweka tena sana tunaweka
Ni yule kijana mbaya zaidi, mistari gaidi, nararua hizi tracks ile mbaya zaidi. Ukipenda ukipenda majina zaidi, African doctor, yule headmaster. Ninaweka zaidi, ninaweka weka, yani ile wega wega. Nikisonga mbele bado wanaweka weka, bona iweka, akibend weka, akijipa kama kawa ninafyeka fyeka. Ninapiga piga hadi inatetemeka, ikitetemeka basi ninatetemesha. Tunaweka weka, hakuna pressure. Ninaweka weka, yani naongeza mbesha. Nitage dedure, mtoto shepure, kitaka ga kucheza mina cheza sefuri. Steady ready gently every day. Weka weka, weka 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 weka, weka weka, weka weka tena sana tunaweka weka, weka 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 weka, weka weka, weka weka tena sana tunaweka weka, weka 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 weka, weka weka, weka weka tena sana tunaweka weka, weka 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 weka, weka weka, weka weka tena sana.
This is High Radio, your online radio. Welcome to High Radio.
Punyeto ugonjwa iko Kenya, number 1 addiction gava inalenga. Heri mufuatilie Sonko na Mavela na lipstick mpya ya Kylie Jenner. Did you know Pornhub Awards yo happen once ile time ya cramps? Did you know Arsenal fans how kwa us Arsenal fans? Did you know Alejandro ana mute ngwati saya DJ Afro? Did you know mademo ngambo wanapenda mbo kumwaga kwa ndoo? Kuna kutuology, doshiology, pakaology, chora sabaology, nyonyoology, nyongaology, punyetoology, ngwatiology, G ngwatiology, G ngwatiology, G ngwatiology, G ngwatiology. Mata kupata aibu, buda kupata aibu, bibia kupata aibu, mamorio aibu aibu. Kuchunguza ili lead to addiction, uhitaji affection kupata erection, in affect timetable ejaculation, main catalyst ya pussy erosion. Jama alijipuli, gava walikuwa rani jipuli. Volume 1 usipige kelele, volume 13 mimi nataka kelele. Odede ruka kwa